What's going on, ladies and gents? This is Barry.
And this is Miss MVP.
And we would like to welcome everyone to another episode of the Condos in the Park podcast. Miss MVP, how are you doing today?
I'm great. No complaints. Beautiful day today. I spent most of the day out the house and, just being me. What about yourself?
You were outside of the house?
I was. I know. It's a ghost outside. I get it.
Yeah.
I needed some sun. I'm so pale.
Okay.
But I did not have on
that.
shorts, so.
Oh, they got the Feast of Purpose
I
then.
did, but I was outside. One step. Okay. One step.
I got it. All right, for everyone that's joining us, that are brand new listeners, we thank y'all for joining us for season 2. For the long-term listeners, we greatly appreciate y'all and thank you for continuing to rock with us.
Yeah, we are. Rock.
And for those that are, again, joining us, we are actually recording this on 9/11 in remembrance of the attacks that were on the Twin Towers, and not just the Twin Towers, but also the Pentagon.
Attack on America.
Yeah, pretty much. And the nation was going through it. And I, for one, on that day, was actually leaving for boot camp.
Yeah.
So that was a very, very big experience for me. And again, for those that lost some family members during that period, we definitely have our hearts and minds and prayers with y'all.
Always. Me and a couple of my friends, we were reflected over the yesterday and today on remembering where we were and how it affected us and all that good stuff when we first heard about 9/11. So it was emotional for me, to say the least. But as Americans, we hate each other, but we persevere when somebody is attacking us. So we band together and we try to get over what we can. But 9/11 is forever etched in our brains, no matter where we were.
That is true. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, but don't want to be a Debbie Downer. But we must remember. We do want to remember. And thank you to all of our first responders, whether it be the firefighters, the EMTs, the paramedics, the National Guards, all of the medical staff that was on hand, the teachers that were on hand to try to mitigate the situation with the kids, all of the city bus drivers, the subway conductors, everybody who was trying to get everybody out of there, from the airports, the trains, the buses, everybody that was trying to move as much people out of the way and out of the path of the terrorists. We thank you.
Yes, indeed. Because I definitely had a scare that day. My mother, again, she worked in Manhattan, and especially when I woke up and saw that the first tower got hit, I was like, oh boy, I hope that she wasn't at work and nothing was going on. But it was a blessing that she didn't go to work that day. So
yeah,
I was definitely very, very thankful for that.
Definitely. Okay. Now, for the soup and the beans, what we talking about today? What's the topic today? I heard there's some weird stuff going on.
I wouldn't say there's some weird stuff going on, but definitely did want to talk about the weirdness. I won't even say weirdness, but in our culture, anything that's different than an athlete or being cool or the drug dealer or anything else like that, it gets a little different for Black people. I know for myself, just speaking from personal experience, when I was growing up, it was not cool to be a nerd, especially a Black nerd. So definitely had that going on. And then, of course, as I've gotten older, I've seen it branch out into different areas, especially with blacks liking the golf look or blacks loving metal. That's always seen as something different for us. Like, those are the outcasts. And, I just want to speak on the Black Widow, I would say, quote unquote, Black Widow experience for a bit.
I lived with a Black weirdo. Funniest shit ever.
How's that?
My brother. Yeah. He was one of the ones that listened to alternative music, and he was that typical only black kid that hung out with nothing but white kids, and he shaved his head, and he used to dress like a skater. Motherfucker never skated a day before in his life. Like, he painted his room all black. Like, he struggled. I think he was more so on the mental cusp of it, but that's just me. That's just me. Yeah, I mean, we have it, and I guess it's the family norm or the social norm that makes everything different, but I don't have that in my social circle where anybody is weird, but I guess if someone stood out in my social circle, that would make them weird. So I don't know. How do you feel about being a Black weirdo / nerd? I'm a secret nerd, so.
Exactly. There's no need to be a secret nerd.
It is, because just like a secret freaks, and you don't let your freak flag fly. I like being that, because most people don't think, when I speak on certain subjects, they don't think that I should know certain things. So I like the ability to surprise
them. I figured that was it. But I mean, like I said, especially coming from someone like me, I was a Black nerd. I loved Final Fantasy. I loved Dungeons and Dragons. We were playing Dungeons and Dragons. I loved anime at the time, which still early 90s. It wasn't. Yeah, I still do, but now, I mean, it's not so much a thing to where it's not as, it's more accepted, especially anime. It's more accepted now than it was back then. Because back in the early 90s, it was a niche, and most people didn't really know about anime until like Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and everything else started coming around. So to be on that wave kind of early, like I said, it was something that people just, especially Black people, saw as weird. Like, why are you watching this crazy looking animation for? Well, first of all, it's not animation, it's called anime. Or Japanese animations, it was called, way back then. And it was always something different. Well, again, like I said, it was something I liked and enjoyed. So just not being seen as that cool guy did kind of get to me a little bit. But once I fully embraced my nerd, it was just like, okay, yeah, I'm a nerd. What do you want to do about it? And once I did, it became a little bit more of a balance, because I think once people saw that I kind of accepted it more, I wasn't like the typical nerd with the pocket protectors and the suspenders and all that. I still had my glasses, but I made it look good for myself. Mm-hmm. But even in Mobile, it was still interesting for me to see Black people, like you said, hanging out with some Blacks hanging out with the golf crowd, because again, that was something that you didn't expect, especially like I said, early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, you wasn't expecting anything like that, or for people to like Evanescence and things like that.
The Black goths to me are, I don't know the word. I think the Black goths look really nice. They don't look dirty or try to overdo it, if that makes sense.
Right.
Because some of them can look really dirty. And that's just my opinion, and I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. It's just what we're talking about. the other people that are gothic, like the Lord forgive me, the Espanol gothic people, they're scary.
Mm-hmm.
They're very scary to me.
Now, break this down to me. The Espanol goth, like the ones that have like skull paint on their face. I know.
Shit, I don't know how to break it
down. No, just the way you said it, that kind of just threw me off. No, not fighting at all. No, it's just like it's the way that you just said Espanol goth that just kind of just threw me off a bit.
Gotcha.
No, I mean, like I said, even nowadays, some people, they're still seen as weird and not. I mean, it's a little bit more accepting nowadays because, again, I think just because people have matured, and I think that generation of kids, especially my age or around our age group, kind of have dealt with that, and it's again just become more accepting, but it still can be seen as off-putting. And I wonder when that balance, especially in the Black culture, because I mean that kind of stuff is it's more so expected within the white culture and other places, but just for the Blacks to fully accept it, waiting for that period to happen.
Individualism is a big thing. I don't believe that one person should be shunned out or thought of as the black sheep because they're an individual. My family will tell you that I don't really fuck with nobody. One of my associates came by last weekend. We were doing cake and ice cream for my son. She was like, every time I see you, it'd be the same crew. If we having a function at your house or something, it'd be the same crew. Right. She said, you worse than Drake. She said, you have no new friends. I said, I don't need no new friends. I don't, because everybody. I ain't got time to learn nobody, learn this, learn what they like. Everybody that come around know everything. If I've met you past 2015, I'm going to say 2013. That was when I call my mind mentally moving back to the city. If I met you past then, you don't even know where I live at. That's how I feel. And it's only a select few people that, we were consistently going in and out of each other's lives for the last 8 or 9 years. But individualism is a big thing. Whether you goth or you a vampire or you like polygamy or you like polyamorous, you a sister wife, whatever. Individualism should not make you necessarily stand out. Like, I was watching Family Reunion, and I watched it a couple times with my kids, but this one episode, he said, why did he come?
You talking about like Medea's Family Reunion?
The TV series on Netflix, Family Reunion with Tim Lowry and Loretta Devine. And he said that he was like, but he didn't come out as gay. He said, well, he didn't have to make an announcement. I didn't have to come out and say I was straight. So it was like, why do people have to make a stance or announce what they are, or just because they dress a certain way, this is who they are? Like, if you see, what's those people? The Amish people. You know who they are. They have a uniform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have Islamic. They have their coverings that they wear. You have the turbans that some of the sheiks, I believe, they wear. And it's like,
right.
why do you have to, quote unquote, necessarily have a uniform to belong to a group? You know what I'm saying? Like witches. People typically think that witches have cauldrons and they're brewing up stuff, but you got witches who don't do that, or different types of it. So I don't know. Being a weirdo is just categorized as something that you don't like. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I am not a Star Trek fan. I've tried to get into Star Wars. I even asked you, what order do I need to watch it in? Because it's not told in the right order. And I was like, I'm going to give it a try. I love Big Bang Theory. And that's all they talk about. Star Wars, Babylon 5, Marvel, and DC. That's all it was, science stuff. But,
yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
It goes like you said, when it comes to the quote unquote uniform, again, it's the kind of thing that you get stereotyped into. Again, if you were a nerd, you were seen with a pocket protector, you were seen with the book bag, all the books, all the science books, spenders, and everything else. And then if you were a full-on golf, everything was all black, black makeup and everything, black fingernails and all that. Or if you, like you said, if you were a skater, skaters had a certain look. If you were, what was that, Neo Soul or something like that, there was a certain look. Or if you were into Baduism, like some of our rappers that fall into the thing of, they had a look. So, that's how most people, identify what I guess you could say as what kind of subculture you fell under. And it's just something that was easily identifiable. But again, like you said, there are people that I know that, like wishes that you wouldn't recognize it, or most people didn't really think of me as I got older. They wouldn't expect for me to be a nerd, because the main thing I talked about a lot, that people knew was hip hop. So, people wouldn't think of me being a nerd until, they spent some more time around me, and, time kind of asks about certain things that I liked. Like, I was a big rap head for a minute, so, it took up my life, so I fully admit to that. Like I said, it's just the way that people, the way that you dress for your subculture kind of identifies you to most people.
I agree.
But even speaking with the subculture and kind of getting on the nerd topic, with school starting back up, especially I know more and more has been going for a couple of weeks, here in the South or in certain areas. But when you were in school, did you feel like you had to belong with the cool kids?
I was a band geek in middle school. So those were my cool kids. And believe it or not, though, we had a straight band. I'm not going to even lie. I don't know. Like, we felt like, well, I could probably do some digging, but back in the day, like, we had nothing but damn near jocks in our homeroom. Everybody wanted to be in our homeroom from like freshman to senior year. We had J last names, so that's very popular last names. So everybody wanted to be in our homeroom. I had one little clique that I hung out with pretty much all high school, middle school. But I didn't feel like I had to be a part of the cool kids. I've always made my own lane. This is not the right person to talk to about that, which is me. So I never felt like I was missing out, or, like I didn't want to be a cheerleader. That shit seemed back then, as was political. And the type of high school we went to, everything is traditional.
Yeah.
Tradition. Yeah. Nothing changes. And so I fell in my own lane. Like, when I said I was going to do something, I did it. And that was, that's just it.
Well, that's a very good viewpoint, because I know for myself, like, even with me, like, I didn't feel like I had to be within the cool kids now. For me, especially, I think I didn't start realizing that until middle school, because elementary school, there's that cool kid crowd a little bit, but you're not really focused on, trying to fit in at elementary school. You just doing what you do. If you ran, wherever you fell in, it wasn't nothing big. But like in middle school, like for me, I didn't notice, or I knew I wasn't part of the cool crowd, but it bothered me a bit, only because of, I guess, the bullying I was getting to a degree.
Tall, lanky, with glasses, that kind of
bullying. Well, it wasn't even that. Like 7th grade, I could remember this clear as day to this day. I used to wear, when it got cold, I wore corduroy pants. So, yeah, so it's already set me up, in middle school for, to get joked on. But, yeah, there was one of the quote-unquote, cool guys, and we was in math class one day, and I actually got up, I think, to either get a piece of paper or something, and he made he said, what do you do? He was like, tight pants. So I was like, okay, I knew exactly who he was talking about. And that day, I think I kind of like had enough of whatever was going on in my life. Because, I turned around at him, and Superman dove over, people in some chairs and tried to choke him.
Were your pants tight?
Yeah, they were corduroy pants.
Corduroys don't have to be tight.
Yeah, but dudes really wore baggy corduroy pants. Like, let's be frank.
It's a difference on baggy, fitted, and tight. It's a difference.
Yeah. Okay, they were like, how to get tight. They were fitted. but of course,
you got a big boot. Look, I'm sorry. I'm going to bully you in this conversation. It's in the past. We're in a healing process. I am going to bully you. Shouldn't have told me.
But no, like I said, it was fitted, and back in this was 92, 93. So, of course, we're starting to get into the whole baggy jeans and everything else, and that look, and pants sagging and all that. So it was just like, for me to not fit in that way and wearing corduroy pants, and it was just like, I just had enough. And after that, it was like, okay, I know for sure I'm not going to be part of the cool crew. But like I said, as I got older, I kind of grew myself out of it. But I think even to this day, still that still lingers, because even with my and you still find this funny,
Hell yeah! Real friends laugh at your pain. I don't care what you say.
But now, like, the reason why I bring it up, because even with even with my kids, I kind of see that now. My youngest don't, not really caring, like she's like you, creates her own lane and is fine with it, and whatever, whoever happens to fall within that circle is cool. But my oldest at this time becoming a senior in high school and wants to have this image to where she can, look good and be accepted and be cool, because again, she felt to herself that she never had the opportunity to be one of the cool kids. And it's, that was still striking to me, like, especially now with social media and everyone's on, every younger, person is on TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram, trying to have this image. And it's just, it was just striking to me that even to this day, kids are still trying to, quote unquote, fit in.
Listen, being a part of the cool crowd, cool kids gang, whatever you're trying to say is not what it's all cracked up to be. Most of the time, people are covering up things, and they're hurting just as much as they that they are trying to portray being happy. They're hurting just that much on the inside. And this is a coping mechanism. Like, they have to make themselves readily available for friendship and readily available to, like I said, be happy or portray something. To me, this is how I perceive it. And since I am a little older now, I can see what happened to certain people. Like, some of the jocks that I know that played football, they were cool, they were fine, they had this girlfriend, that girlfriend, or whatever, or this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and hell, I know one of them for a fact on their third marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at some of these jocks, they have the quote unquote perfect life while in high school, or the smart kid in high school, and people that just look like they have it all together. If you got 100 of them, only about 12 of them are gonna really have it all together all throughout life. The rest of them are just faking it till they make it. I'm only speaking off of experience that I have come across in my 15 years on this earth. I'm being mature for my age.
Right.
My fur baby said hello. You heard me?
Which one, light or dark?
Their names are Bacon and Coco. Respect on their names. I don't know which one it is. That's my baby. That's Bacon.
Oh. What's up, Bacon? Well, no, yeah, I agree with you that, especially for us, it was, the ones that were quote unquote wanting to be the cool kids, they always ended up not being so cool as they gotten older, or they ended up getting in more trouble. The girls that wanted to be part of the cool crowd ended up being mothers early on, not really being able to enjoy life after school.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you on that. There's nothing with being a mother early on. Yes, they were shunned on and they were thrown to the wolves. Half of them were. Mm-hmm. But I will say this. Them helpers that got their children out the way, half of them girls, they babies had already graduated high school. And here my ass go. Starting late. I got it. She just not about to be 6. I'm like, ooh, if I was a third in high school, ooh. But I digress.
That came from a very deep place.
It did, but each his own. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I try to tell my daughter, especially my oldest, that you don't have to try to fit into being with the cool kids. I understand, that may be something that you want, especially your senior year, you never had the opportunity, but it's not all that it's cracked up to be. And again, the focus should not just be on your social status in school. It should be graduating. Again, you're going to be a senior, so all your efforts shouldn't be trying to make the last year your coolest year. Just make it out of there. You got the rest of your life to kind of make yourself be cool.
Yeah, you do. You can reinvent yourself when you get to college if you choose to be. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties with Dorian is laughing at me, which is not fair. I'm sorry. Screw you, Dorian. Shit. But anyway, yeah, she can reinvent herself when, and that's what most people do. You reinvent yourself. When things didn't go your way, you make your own lane and then you keep it moving. These kids have got to learn that they're not entitled to happiness. You got to make that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. And, like I told her that, again, just make sure that you're academically covered and everything else falls in place. If people like you, they like you. And if they don't, then 9 times out of 10, you're not going to deal with them after this year of high school. So
hell no.
Move on to the next.
I got about 5 people who I communicated with from high school. And, we had about I don't know, about 600 people in our class. and I got about 5 who I communicate with. So, no. And that's not the school, but the class.
Yeah.
I got 5 people who let's see. 1. That's so. 1, 2. 1, she wasn't even in our class. She was younger than us. So maybe 4 from my class. At my school, not other schools. But yeah, screw them. Hell, fuck my ass. Keep it moving.
Sure, I can't even, out of all the people I was cool with my senior year that were actually seniors with me, I don't speak to any of them. That's what
senior year means.
Anyways.
Yeah, you ain't gonna live that one down.
But no, I'm just like people in my senior class. Like I don't think I've reached out, or they never tried to reach out to me. Like I said, the people that I was cool with in high school, they weren't seniors, and I can only think of one person that went to the school the same time as me, and I'm still cool with to this day.
You just made that conversation go round in circles, but carry on.
I know.
Okay. Shit. Sorry for the confusion, guys. Yes, he means that. Exactly what you think he is. I speak Dorian fluently. Sometimes it's a
curse.
No, a useless skill.
No, really?
My bad.
Wow. Thanks for the support, co-host.
You're welcome. I don't do it. Who will?
True enough. So what's on your mind with MVP?
Let's see. What is on my mind? Let's say that I've been child free all day. My daughter came home. She said, I forgot my mask. And I gave her mask and she gave me a kiss and she left back out the door. Okay.
Oh.
So I got in the car and I just wanted to make sure that they were gone. I got in the car and I went to the Walmart store and I went into the Walmart store and then I went on that aisle. Wow. Shut up. Yes, I went inside Walmart.
That is a very big step. I'm proud of you, Miss MVP.
Thank you. And I went inside that Walmart store on that aisle that they sell the adult juice boxes on, and I got me 3 glass juice boxes, and I came back out, and that was like 7:00 this morning, and yeah. So I'm about to have me a glass or a bottle and go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
But that's all that's on my mind. You know me, I'm easy going with the flow. It was something that I was supposed to have asked you, but I don't remember what it was. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I think somebody told me that they wanted to call into the show. I said, well, it's called 1-800. We ain't got no phone number. I said it just like that.
Oh, Lord.
She said, y'all ain't got no phone number. I said, no, we ain't got no phone number.
Phone number.
But it's okay.
But that is something that I can look into.
We won't talk to them.
Well, why not? If the listeners want to reach out and talk to us, we should only make it right to make it as easy for them to reach out to us.
Oh yeah, I'm not. I was just talking shit. Can I have my moment?
No. Not when it comes to the listeners, we gotta respect our listeners.
I respect them a lot.
But
There's no but.
Oh, okay. Just the way you said it, I thought there was going to be a counter to that statement.
I respect them a lot. They take time out of their lives to actually find a format to listen to. And then they was like, Combos in the Pack. What is this about? And then they hear you, and then they hear my wonderful angelic voice, and then they be like, "Woo, potty mouth, keep going." So, like, I was at the furniture store earlier today, and I was buying a sofa table, and she was trying to figure out what it was, and she called a manager over because it was like a different code. And I had told her, I said, "Ooh, I'm gonna put some wine bottles on this," and she was like, "Yeah." And then she told her manager that she was like, "Yeah." She said she was gonna put some wine bottles on it. I said, "Shh, Bibles," and he just bust out laughing. Like, Bibles? He's like, "Yeah, Bibles." He's like, "I need a couple Bibles right now." I was like, "Yeah, see," and it's not to say anything about the Bible. The Bible is very sacred, but if you cannot laugh, you need to go and dig yourself a hole and climb in it. Okay? And I ain't talking about no little hole. More like a 50-foot hole.
Liquid Bibles?
Huh?
So the liquid Bibles.
Yes. They mentioned the liquid in the Bible.
Yes, they did.
Okay. There you go. But yeah. Just having fun. Like I said, today was a good day. I didn't have any issues. Had a little mini pamper day for myself. And I get my bed to myself. Yes, definitely. I get my bed to myself, save some money because I was going to give my children some donuts today. You know, donuts high. They're like $23 a damn dozen.
Depends on where you get them from.
The crispy and the cream. That's all they play. They ain't that much, people, but I'm dramatic. No. So $9 is $20 to me. Shit. For real. But yeah, I ran into a lady. We had conversation doing some business with her, and she's gonna do some business with me. She has a little corner of a store that she rents out, or a section of a retail store that she rents out. We're going to do some business with her, and, you know, just blessings on blessings on blessings, and trying to make some changes and growth and learning. And, you know, I had a guy tell me today, thank you. I had a guy tell me today that he said, "You confuse me every time I see you." I was at the store. He said, I said, "Why?" And he's at that store. I think he may be a manager or something like that. And I'm saying that store and this place because they don't pay me for promotion. So follow me legally. But he's like, "You confuse me every time I see you." And I said, "What you talking about?" And for to protect the innocent, we're going to say his name, Walter. It's like, "What you talking about, Walter?" He was like, "How you look happy and mean at the same time?" I said, "What the hell you say?" He said, "How you look happy and mean at the same time?" He was like, "And you got on a mask and you look happy and mean at the same time." I said, "You know what? I don't know." I said, "Maybe it's your face that do it to me." Give me my goddamn gum. And I walked out the door.
Oh boy. Oh.
What?
I can understand that though. Why he would say that.
Brown sugar, babe.
But yeah, I can understand the guy saying that you're mean and nice at the same time. Because again, I think you are someone that is very hard to read at times.
Do tell. I'm listening.
No, because I mean, we'll have those conversations off mic, and it'll be like just trying to read your face. And as far as certain things, it's like you'll be saying something nice, but then like you have that mean look on your face. Or if you're starting to get into a mean topic, it's like you kind of have that face like, I mean what I say, but I'm doing it in a nice way kill you with kindness?
What's a mean topic? Like off mic?
Yeah.
When we're discussing stuff? Well, I spent a lot of years, I'm not going to say as being a yes man or being willing to accommodate others.
Right.
So, as you come into yourself, you realize like, no, I ain't doing it. So, I mean, you take it for what it is and you keep on going. So I do apologize to those who think that I'm mean. I think we discussed this one time. I'm the nicest, meanest person you will ever meet. So screw all y'all. I love you.
Yeah, but that's usually said in a certain way. We, never took it to being literally.
Literally what?
Literally being the nicest, mean person.
Well, horses run wild on purpose. I can say, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better to consider others' feelings when it comes to reading me, I guess.
No, I mean, it's worked for you for so long. I mean, why would you have to change? Why do you feel like you would have to change for others?
I said I will consider it. I didn't say I will do it. Shit. No. No. To love me is to know me and to know the stock from which I was raised.
Yes, that is true.
No. I want that bottle of wine right there. Not tonight, but I'm going to get it.
And what's so special about that bottle of wine?
They don't sell it here. So I have to get it.
Shipped in?
When I'm out of town. No, because Alabama too trifling to accept wine from other places.
Oh.
So I have to indulge when I'm other places.
And bring it back?
No, that's illegal. I'm in jail for a bottle of wine. I'm scared of jail. Screw y'all. No, ma'am. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up today's show. Did you learn anything today?
Yes, I did. You will continue to stay in your own lane, and I will have to just deal with the niceness and the meanness.
Yeah, shit for the conversation started. Did you learn anything else? As far as like to give word of advice to teenage daughters, like it is what it is for right now. You just hadn't reached your quote unquote glow up moment.
Yeah.
And it ain't to say that she's not attractive or anything. You just hadn't reached your peak right now. It's not your turn. Just accept that and keep moving. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you have to literally keep going because if not, it'll bring you down.
Yeah.
And those who accept you will always be around you. I tell my 10-year-old that all the time. He said, "Oh, Mom, nobody want to play with me." I'm like, Braylon, do you have people that play with you? Yeah. Okay, well, those people want to play with you. Don't chase behind the people who don't.
Yeah.
So those people are going to eventually make you look stupid and get you in trouble. But hopefully the goth children and the skateboarder kids and the witchcrafters and the do-gooders and the nerds, cheerleaders, and everybody else in between realize that everything is okay. This is a very different topic for us to discuss. But I appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought, like I said, I figured it'd be something different than, the kind of stuff that we're normally talking about. And like I said, it was just something that was on my mind. And, my mind can drift off into very different places at points.
No, I know nothing about you, sir.
Right. We can play that facade if you want to, if you choose. We can go that way.
You laughed at me when I was having technical difficulties earlier. I don't even know who you are anymore. Shit. But yeah.
Well, the technical difficulties threw me off for a bit, so.
Me too. Anyway, mental health tip of the day. Again, those are the people who normally check on you. Check on them. The strong always check on people, but nobody checks on them.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a single mother around you or a single father, go and check on them. Give them a 5 or a 10-minute break without the kids. They need someone else. They got 3-year-olds bouncing off the wall, 10, 12-year-olds ready to strangle each other. Just talk to them. Check on your elderly. It's about to get cold. If you know anybody who is in a place where they shouldn't be or needs to be in a better place, heat-wise, for heating situations, help them. Go ahead and start buying blankets and socks and stuff like that. Keep the space heaters away. My neighbor's house caught on fire about 2 weeks ago. Freakiest thing to happen. It was just somebody was cooking something and then boom, whole kitchen burnt up. So it's like, small things.
Mm-hmm.
And your finance tip of the day, it's about to be the holidays, people. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it again. Don't spend all this stupid ass money on these Christmas gifts, and these kids ain't gonna play with them past February. What you doing is trying to make y'all Christmas pictures look good. Just don't take a whole bunch of pictures. Nobody would know. Stop putting people in your business. Live in the moment. Your children gonna be happy regardless. They got paper to tell, and they can't get in trouble for it.
Very, very profound.
Yes.
Very profound tip there.
Especially little kids. People want to go overboard because, blah, 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 blah. No. Hell no. They ain't going to play with that mess.
Yeah.
Big kids.
Yeah, unless it's a game console, yeah, kids ain't going to be worried about it past the second month.
This one lady, she has 4 or 5 kids. It was a bunch of years ago. She was like, I only buy my kids one thing they want, one thing they need, something to read, something to wear. Something to wear, something to read, something they want, and something they need. Yeah. I was like, okay. Because she had like 5 kids.
Yeah.
So you had 4 or 5 little gifts each, which is plenty.
Yeah.
People want to, I don't get it. 6, 7 pair of shoes. It's cold as hell. They ain't wearing no tennis shoes. They wearing school shoes and boots. But that's me. Not you. Make it make sense, people.
Oh, some people find that very hard because, again, they got to keep up with the Joneses. Like you said, they got to make sure that those Christmas pictures are popping.
I get in trouble with my friends because I don't send pictures and I don't take a whole lot of pictures. Oh, y'all don't need to see every damn thing.
That is true. But it depends because not to get off, to get a little bit off topic off of the Christmas pictures, but that was something I used to think about too. It's like I didn't take that many pictures, but I know when Amani was doing football, I ended up taking a lot of pictures, a lot of videos. But then, that was, first time for something. But as far as pictures of myself or anything else like that, I took very few. I've always been a person that was in the moment. I'd rather have the memories than look at the pictures.
Yeah, definitely. Pictures are great. Pictures are definitely something to have. But, we'll get further on that topic as the holidays come about.
Yeah.
These retail stores, school supplies in one corner. They got Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving out. In the Halloween, they have Valentine's crap out. No, New Year's crap out.
Yeah.
Ooh. Make you just want to holler. James Brown style.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get drunk. Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go read some Bibles.
Oh, Lord. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us. As always, if you like what you heard, please share the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And you can follow us on all the social medias, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can email us at parkbench@convosinthepark.com. You can leave us, what you liked about the show, what you didn't like about the show, why you thought I was confusing, or why Miss MVP got to be the nicest mean person you ever meet. We want to hear the feedback. So yeah, you can leave that all on Park Bench, and you never know, that email may be part of the show. Or if you even want to be a part of the show and you want your voice to be heard in the conversation, email us at parkbench@convosinthepark.com. Let us know. We can set something up.
That went over some of their head, probably. But yeah, definitely want to hear from you. Loyal listeners, thank you. Family, friends, thank you. Friends and family, friends, thank you. I know we can go around the corner to go next door a lot, but we love you. And thank you.
Yeah, and as always, are you in that convo yet? Why not?
Good night.
We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.